are believing God to do a lot of things in this year. One of the big things for us has been our sound system blew up. That sounds very dramatic, doesn't it? What were they, Graham? Where are you? He's not here. Where are you? What were they? The fold-back speakers, these things, this front of house thing. So this handsome young man here, he is holding, so that was a thought. Is it heavy? You sure? Because I'm going to talk a little bit. You're welcome to put it down. This young man here is holding one of our brand new front of house speakers. Now, before you do, because this is worth celebrating. Graham messaged me over Christmas and we were talking about it and he said, "You sure you don't want to put it down?" Okay. And he messaged me and said, "Darren, we're going to have to take it to the church, raise some money, all that sort of stuff. We need, how much was it, Graham? $4,000 for 2 speakers, okay, 2 plastic things with holes in the front and little couple of wires in the back. There's nothing in them. I don't know why they charge us that much, but they do. And apparently somebody will say to me, "Oh, there's a lot of work." No, there isn't. They're 2 round speakers, some wires and a box, all right? So whatever the reason they want to charge us that much money for, that's what they cost. Well, without announcing it to you, that money came in this week specifically for these. Thank you, Kim. That's awesome. I don't know what God's up to, but I don't know if you remember the last 18 months, we asked God for a new TV. I told the management committee, let's take it so you're right there? You sure? You can put it down if you want. I thought that new TV would take us 6 months to raise money for. Within that Sunday, we announced that we got the money for it. Then we needed a new water pump for our property so that we could start doing stuff around here to reach. We got the money within 10 days for that pump. And then, on top of that, we needed the pump was $9,000, by the way. The TV was only $2,000. So the pump was $9,000. We got that. And then we wanted a pizza oven that was $7,000. That money came within weeks that we got that money. So this money came in within hours. So I'm just talking to the Lord now and just saying everything I need, and he's welcome to dump the money in one hit. That would be great. But he doesn't tend to do that with us. He tends to draw it out and get us to hang in there and trust him. But I've noticed that when we've been asking, things have been starting to happen. So $4,000 worth of speakers are going in. We just need probably around, maybe another $1,500 for putting them up because we have to hire a scissor lift, which doesn't look like you do you? But the weight of everything just makes it easier for the lads to put it up. So we decided, let's get a scissor lift and make it easy, okay? Because the roof actually goes another 1.5 meters, I think, above that, where everything's chained to and all that sort of thing. So we're going to hire that, and we also need chain and stuff like that. So if you have feeling in your heart to give a little bit more, please feel free to. Tithes and offerings, all that sort of stuff. We're giving to God, we're sowing. Why is this important? It's just a box. Jesus preached without them. But Jesus didn't also live in the 21st century, where we have these things. I think we're a pretty simple church. We don't have lots of showy stuff, all that sort of thing. But I like to keep things as simple as we can. That's what we've got. It's going to go up there. Graham's putting bigger chains on there because he thinks that everybody who stands up, no one's going to stand in this area if we have an altar call because it looks like those little wires, everybody will go, "Oh, they're not going to hold that." But so we're getting proper chain and all that sort of thing to do that so that you'll have the confidence that that won't fall on you and kill you in the middle. But you'll go to heaven, so there's no problem. You'll be fine. I'll be jealous because you beat us, but anyway. And probably in jail because we didn't have the right gear there. But anyway, that's okay. We'll deal with that after. But I love the fact that as a church, there's a reason why, so that you can hear clearly, all that sort of stuff. And you might say, "I can hear fine now. I just turned my hearing aids off," or whatever. But we will make a difference in people's lives as a church because we love Jesus, right? That's why we make a difference. It's not for any good stuff that we do. We make a difference. Also, something else, as you're giving in your tithes and offerings, we are already getting prices for getting road base and things on for the driveway and underneath the barbecue area out there for the future. We've got all sorts of things happening, car park for the new office, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to give towards that thing, I've decided that at the moment we're not going to go with bitumen. It's just too expensive, but I can do road base and I can lift the road a bit higher. Let's be wise with our finances and do what we can to make it comfortable. So we're going to do the best thing. We're starting to concrete around the area over the next few weeks. We're getting prices of somebody's actually volunteered their time that they will actually put the concrete surrounds out there where we sat. Remember we sat in the dust? We're trying to remove the dust, all right? So they're going to concrete little wall around there about yay high so that we can fill it with good road base and we can sit out there without being dusty and muddy and all those sorts of things. Why? Because this year, at the April time when we put the crosses out, the 100 crosses that go out in the paddock, we are at the moment talking, no, I'm not talking, but we are in conjunction with Battle Initiative, guys from there, talking with Legacy and the wives of husbands or partners or the husbands of wives and partners that have been killed in action or have committed suicide since they've returned. And there's been a little shake for us that they want to come out and see. Some of the wives have asked if they can pin their photos of their loved ones that they've lost to the crosses. We're heading down the right track, people. And so I've suggested that we get together, because Dennis and I have been talking with the smoking meat and the pizza oven. Why don't we put a breakfast on after the Anzac service? There may be some low key. So this is all maybes at the moment. So don't quote me and say I did it. It's all just, but I want to put it out there as to why, if you're giving, why we're doing what we're doing. Because the feedback that we're getting is that it's providing a space. And one of the emails that we got when we first did this was that it provided a space for the people to come and sit amongst and just remember their friends. Because a lot of the things today with Anzac Day is the feedback that I'm still getting is that Anzac Day is becoming commercial and media driven. And the reason why the tear apart of alcoholism and drug addiction and all that sort of thing within the military ranks is that they actually haven't got a space where they can just breathe. Because they've got to be on top of everything for Anzac Day. And yet it's the one day we've given them to try and unpack stuff. And so my heart is that, and our heart as a church should always be that we show Jesus to people whenever we can. And this way we're doing it. We're just doing it through food. So we're going to try and put a breakfast on that morning. And for people that do come, may only be 2 people that come. I don't know. But it'll be worth it for whoever comes. And if you want to be part of that, keep your ears posted. We'll talk about it, how we're going to do it, what it looks like, and how we unfold those things. That means the crosses have got to take on a bit of a different way of doing them. So use your creative brains. Ask the Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, how do we do this really quickly and simple to put 100 crosses up instead of keep banging them into the ground and watching them fall apart every year? They've got to re-screw them. And so there's got to be a way that we can do this better. So, and I just don't know it, okay? I'll be honest, I've got no clue. But Easter is far enough apart from Anzac Day this year. I think we're about 4 or 5 weeks apart. So that means the crosses will be up, because we always put it up Easter Monday, and then it goes right through to Anzac Day. So if you can be part of that, or you want to help us in any way, just keep talking to me. And if I look like I'm not listening, I will be. I just will get a lot of people talking to me about that sort of stuff. So sometimes it's better that you just send it to me in a message or something like that, because then I can read what you've said, not listen, and then have to think about everything else that's going on around me. So if you want my email address, just ask me for it, and I'm happy to give it. So why? Because we want to make a difference in people's lives.